All right, guys, we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dream Team Hangout. My name is Corey. Tonight's going to be an awesome hangout. We have some amazing panelists here that are ready to share their success stories. They're ready to talk about their experiences with DS Domination. This is our third hangout, which is so exciting that everybody is a part of this team. And I hope everybody is looking forward to hearing these wonderful people speak. So tonight we're going to get started. We're going to go ahead and start with Shelias first. Shelias, tell us a little bit about your experience with DS Domination, where it's brought you, and where everything about it.
All right, hi guys. Yeah, like Corey said, my name is Shelia. And with DSD at that time, probably about November of last year, I was considered as a burned out accountant. So I was in accounting for about 25 years. Had an accounting firm, so that has a couple tax offices, worked in corporate, that sort of thing. And then I was working for a family off season that was very difficult to work with as a operations manager. And it just kind of got to that point that I was just so tired of, working for the people, doing everything I had to do to help them be prosperous or successful, keeping them out of trouble, taxes, finance, things like that. So I was actually looking for something online. I was looking on Craigslist for something to work at home. And because I got into designing jewelry, and so I thought, I want to do something, and then also, would need to find another source of income to kind of get out of what I was getting so burned out in. I ended up finding Trent's on Craigslist. I found his listing on there, and I did some looking into it, looked at the videos. Obviously, it sounded awesome. You guys have all seen them. Try to look into, see if I could find any scams kind of thing, reviews. There wasn't anything at the time, but it just looks so good. And at $19.95, I signed up in November thinking that I would get to it, looking at those. I looked at one of the training videos, but I was so busy and so wrapped up into, or everybody was wrapped up into me wanting to do so much. I was working 50, 60 hours a week. I just never could do it. To really get into it, but it was in the back of my mind knowing that it just seemed so great, and when I had time I would look and see what was online, and kept seeing the YouTube videos. I was like, man, this sounds really awesome. So I did something that I would never really recommend anybody doing. I quit my job right away just to do it. Not that, so I just jumped into it and did all the training videos and everything. So that was about December, end of December, and of course at the time, watching Roger's videos, you think, wow, this is easy, quick, I'll have 1,000 listings up in a week, so it really wasn't quite like that. So I wouldn't recommend that, but I'm glad that I did it just because of the results that I have had. So I was just going to share with you my results. I started selling at the very end of December, so I really started with January numbers. My profit in January was $464. February profit, in February is when I went elite, so $464 my first month in pro, I thought was pretty good. I didn't, work a whole lot, and it was easy and it was a lot of fun. So I was like, wow, this is easy money. This is great. February I profited $744. March, last month I profited $1158, and this is with under 200 listings. I didn't really hit my 100 listings until probably beginning of March, so I thought those were pretty good. And so far this month, today's the 21st, so we're 3 weeks into April, I'm already at $1149 in profit. So that's about $3,500 total profit. I don't work the hours I used to work, definitely not. I could definitely work more. So, with that, and then my sales, about $22,000 in sales in 3.5 months. But I just signed up for affiliate today. Yay, go me. So I signed up as affiliate today. So I'm excited about that. I've got people that see what I'm doing, friends and family. They're like, wow, that's just cool, especially when I'm running around with them or doing something and my phone goes off and I'm like, not working today, but I'm making money, So, so I want to get deeper into that. I am pro and elite and now affiliate as of today, so I'm excited about that. And that's about it. Love DSD, and I'm sticking with it.
Shelia, that is an awesome story. I mean, the inspiration that you can give to other people as an affiliate, now that you've become an affiliate, is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing, and you're going to do great as an affiliate, especially with that story. If you share that story with many, many people, you're gonna be very, very successful. What a great story! It's inspiring for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. You keep going strong. You keep learning the training, and you're gonna do amazing. You're gonna do amazing.
Ready, thanks.
So next on my panel, we're gonna go ahead and give it to Rose. Rose, if you want to unmute yourself and share us your experience, where you found DS Domination, where you're at with it, and how you're doing with it.
Great, thanks. Hi, everybody. Again, my name is Rose. I found Ds Domination through a friend of mine. We've done a few businesses with each other in the past. I've done network marketing for quite a few years now. The issue I've always had was I've had to bother friends and family and hold parties and recruit to really make any money. That's not really my strong point, so I really kind of was always looking for something where I could, just work the business side of it and not have to worry about always bothering my family members. So when she told me about DS Domination and that it was only $20, I was pretty psyched, so I checked out her video. I signed up pretty much the next day. I started listing that day. Within 2 days, I had my first sale. I was a little stagnant for a while, and then just recently I started selling just about every day or every other day I'm getting a sale. I've been in for about 1 month now. I signed up as an affiliate a little bit over a week ago. This really is a business that is not to share with my family and really can't beat it for $20.
Is that it, Rose? That's pretty awesome. I mean, you list some items, and then within a matter of 2 days, you got a sale. That's DS Domination for you. I mean, if you put in the effort, if you put in the time to list items, exactly the way Roger teaches us, you're going to be able to get success. You're going to be successful. You're going to be able to sell items. You're going to make a profit. If you can do this and just follow simple instructions, it's going to work out. We've already had proof from two of our members here. What great stories so far. Okay, so next, let's go ahead and go with Nick. If you want to go ahead and share your story with us. Hey Nick, I think you're silent here. We can't hear you. Okay. No, I can't hear you. I'll tell you what. Why don't you work on that? We'll come back to you here in a second. Casey, are you able to? Is your audio working? Let's see if it's working.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. That is awesome. That's great.
Yay!
Casey. Yeah, there we go. Casey, that's great. Let's go ahead and jump to you while Nick works on that audio. Tell us about your experience with DS Domination. What has it done for you? Where have things gone? And let us know how the Dream Team is working out for you as well.
Awesome. Well, my name is Casey Minichello, and I got started with DS Domination at the very end of September of last year. And how it went for me was I first learned about network marketing maybe about a decade ago, and I've been involved with a few companies in that time, but never had anything close to the success that you hear about and you read about. I'm pretty shy, and I have a husband that works on call, and so the home party thing wasn't really a good fit for me. And then about a year ago, I'd known Roger from another company, and he'd come out with sort of like a beta testing group that would eventually become DSD, and so I got involved with that. And then when DSD launched, I was like, all right, ready to go. And he pointed me right at Kenya, and so I signed up through her, and I'd never met Kenya before. And I, as one of our leaders here at the Dream Team, man, I couldn't be happier with the team that I've gotten involved with. Roger could have put me, anywhere, and he said go with Kenya because he knew it would be a good fit for me, and it has been. So I got started at the end of September, and in October I really took it very, very, just went through the videos a whole bunch, got a few things listed, definitely made my money back. I probably made, $100 or $200 in profit in October, but then come November I was up over $1,000 in profit, and I have 2 little kids, and my son is 3.5, and my daughter's just turned 2, and I've been home with them as a stay-at-home mom since my son was born, and with just my husband's income, it's been really tight. Definitely a paycheck-to-paycheck situation, and knowing now that we have something where I'm really able to, give financially back to our house, incredibly fulfilling to know that I can be home, stay home with the kids, and when they're napping or after they go to bed, I can do this from home, completely online. I don't have to go do parties. I don't have to, sometimes I got to call PayPal or call eBay and get my limits raised, but, I don't have to worry about 3-way calls or any of those other things that are really common in the industry. And I couldn't be happier to be here on the affiliate side of things. Again, I'm taking it, slower, but the training that we have here in the Dream Team, this is stuff that if you've ever been involved in any sort of network marketing ever, this is stuff that you would have to have paid thousands and thousands of dollars to get. And we're just getting it for free. So it's been an unbelievable experience, and I'm really happy to be here.
That's so awesome. To hear a story from the perspective from the mother's point of view, being a stay-at-home mom and dealing with the kids, it's a huge accomplishment to be able to provide an extra income to your family along with your husband's income. That is awesome. It's an awesome story. I give much praise to you for being a mom and doing this business at home. That's awesome. Good job. Okay, hey Nick, is your audio working yet? No, can't hear you, buddy. Still not working. Well, let's go ahead and we'll head on over to Jason. Are you able to join us, and let's hear your story?
G'day, buddy. How you going?
There we go. Let's hear it, man. Let's hear it. Yeah,
all
I can hear you.
All right, for all you Yankees out there, I'm from Australia. All right, from the US of A or whatever. Yeah, I'm from Australia, and basically I lost my job as an insurance assessor late last year. For those that might not know, I come from Townsville, and Townsville gets cyclones quite a bit. So that's our bread and butter. Big storm comes, does a lot of damage, ching ching, I make a lot of money. Unfortunately, these cyclones didn't do any damage, so it left me out of work. Anyway, I have a friend on Facebook who is doing this, and he sort of caught wind that I was going through some rough times, so he told me about it. And at that time, he was doing pretty well. I basically ignored him for a little while because I thought it was like a multi-level marketing scheme, which I wanted to stay away from. I don't sell. I'm a God-fearing man, so I believe in, reaching people and not selling them something, And so when this guy told me that he was going to quit his job, go on a permanent holiday, I'm thinking this guy's nuts, over this thing, Anyway, he shared more about it, and he said, look, Jace, for a cost of a pizza, you could be making money, right? So because I trusted him, not because of the brand. I didn't do any research, but I just took his word for it. I signed up, 20 bucks, went through the videos within a day. It was probably a bit less than 2 days. I made my first sale, which paid the profit, paid for my joining fee. There you go. So because I was unemployed, I had nothing to do. So I'm going through and I'm doing what the video says. I'm getting trained from not knowing anything to basically going through the program, and it's helping me out day by day. Any questions I had was in the program. Anyway, I got so blessed by this that when I got a job in my trade, which is a plasterer painter, the money that I raised through this DS Domination put fuel in my tank and enabled me to start my first few jobs to get the ball rolling again, see? So I was doing that, and just to cut a long story short, I want to screen share something with you. I was out at church, and I hear this faint ching-ching sound, right? Can you see that? Can you see the people there? Can you see them? These guys here, that guy there, these guys are all homeless, right?
Wow.
Nod your head if you hear me. Right. So what I've done is I was at church, you know, doing the praise break and all that, and I hear this ching-ching. I saw what product I saw, and I knew exactly how much profit I made on that product. And I said, you know what, Lord? I'm going to go and I'm going to process this order, and I'm going to go out and with the proceeds, the profit of this sale, I'm going to go and I'm going to feed the homeless. And that's what I did. Now this guy over here playing the guitar, it was his birthday, so I got him McDonald's and I got him a cake, and we had a party, man. We just, you know, celebrate his birthday. His name's Grant, and we sung songs, some Indigenous songs, and we had church there in the park. Now that's my dream. My goal is to be a full-time evangelist, and like my friend who showed me this business, he is now a full-time evangelist. He don't work no more. He does this full-time, and that just gives me hope, because a person like me, a skippy like myself, can make money in Australia, go anywhere, and know that like even in my sleep, it goes ching-ching. You know, people are buying products that I list. If you're a person that is looking for a second income, or a person that might be down and out, I recommend DS Domination. Why? Because you don't need any overheads. 20 bucks gets you in. You make your first sale. I guarantee you, you apply yourself, you make your first sale within a week, and you're well on your way to earn a residual income. And I stand by it. I would not be here if it didn't work. God bless you. I'm out.
And with that, Jason's out. That is a great story. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jason, that is awesome. I love the
From the heart,
inspiration.
man. From the heart.
From the heart, brother. From the heart. I love it. I love the inspiration. I love it. I love it. And just like you said, it's only $20 to get started. The cost of buying a pizza, family-sized pizza, just to get you, get you fed. 20 bucks will get you started, get you a residual income, just like you said. That is awesome. Great story. Love the picture. Love the picture. Well, let's move on to our next panelist. We have Tim. Tim, if you want to unmute yourself and give us your wonderful experience, we'd love to hear it.
Hey, greetings, everybody. How are you? Glad to be here. I guess I'll start with my story. My name's Tim Palmer, and I am also associate minister here in the Green Bay, Wisconsin area. And I also, Jason, followed the same gentleman that you're referring to for about 6 months. And I'm going to shout him out because he's my brother. It's Brother Freddie Hidalgo, my bud. And he's been a great team leader, and he's given me advice along the way. So now I want to kind of tell you a little bit how I got into this. I, too, was looking for an opportunity in this time where the economy wasn't so good. I just moved to Green Bay about 2 years ago. Actually, I'm a safety professional by trade. I worked for BP, and it was the one in Indiana, and it was the largest North American refinery in the country. I left that prestigious job on a call I felt from God to come to this area, and it's been difficult to find a job that kind of meets what I came from, but God's been good to me. He's supplied to my family every step of the way, and but I was watching my my brother Freddie here on Ds Domination, and I'd seen him do a lot of different things, and then I started to really pay attention more when he got into this, because it was just a little different than what I've seen him get involved in. I've also done multi-level marketing stuff and sales stuff, and always trying to find that one little niche that would allow me to get away from the secular job and do full-time ministry. I have just kind of a different concept when it comes to that. But anyway, so I finally had enough of his posts and all the stuff I was seeing. So I gave him a call. I called him on my phone, and I said, "Hey, bro." And he says, "Hey, man, what's up?" And I said, "All right, bro, what's the scam? What's going on?" He's like, "Well, what do you mean, what's the scam?" And I was like, "Well, I see you're involved with this money-making thing. I'm not even sure what you call it. Why don't you tell me about it?" He goes, and so he started to tell me about the opportunity, and I was like, I had a bunch of questions, and I'm sure there's probably 100 skeptics on this Hangout right now, but there's no hype on this panel. I can tell you it's worked through and through for me. Now, I'm a newbie, okay? I'm not making $1,000 a month. I'm new to this. I'm 2 months into this, okay? So 2 months into this, and I'm doing pretty good, I think. I've got about 25 sales, and I got my first sale 3 days after I post it, or list it rather, and I'm making about $75 a month. I've gross profit over $1,000, and I've netted about 10% of that, just starting out, and that's just getting my feet wet. That's getting my the whole concept of the program and getting rooted into it. And it's remarkably easy. It's so easy, it's almost too good to be true. But anyway, my wife is a stay-at-home mom. I'm the only one that works, and I'm still not even contracted to where I work, so they can let me go at any time. So it's really uncertain for me, but I can tell you that in our financial struggle after starting with DSD, we were able to. I made $300 like my first 2 weeks of the program, and it paid my water bill. And it was money that we didn't have, and we got it, and it paid my water bill. So it's not a whole lot, but man, did it come! I mean, it filled Jason's tank. It paid my bill, so you could just imagine what it's going to do for us down the road. But I got to tell you this story real quick. My first failed sales story, okay, and it's going to be kind of comical because when I started doing the program, I was really into it. I watched all the videos. I was getting really super excited about it. I was telling my wife, and I had my son. He's 18 years old, and he's like, "Dad, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm glad you asked. Come here and have a seat." So he's sitting here at the desk with me, and I'm going through the program, and I'm showing him how to copy here and paste here, and he's like, "Man, this is pretty easy." And then all of a sudden, my phone goes, cha-ching. It was my first sale, and I said, "That's right. That's the way to do it right there. Papa Bear right here making the money. Let's check it out." So we started to pick up my phone and starting to look at it, and I'm like, "Oh, man, I know what this is. That's big profit right there. I know what this is." I said, "Yeah, who's the boss, right?" So I'm starting to thumb through, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going, "Now, wait a minute. That doesn't look right." So I go back in, and I'm looking at everything. If there's one piece of advice I can give you folks out there is details, details, details. In my excitement of listing my product, I listed my profit instead of the price of the product. So yeah, that was a good lesson learned for me. You got to follow the training. You got to pay attention to every detail. And I looked at my son proud as a peacock, and I said, and that, son, is what you're not supposed to do. So it was a good lesson learned all the way around. Now, I will say that my son is signing up next week for the program. He's using the program to save up enough money to buy a car for himself so when he goes to college. So it has a practical use in that department. He's going to do it with my help, and we're going to rock it out. Now, I got to tell you, my wife, I homeschool my 3 kids, and my wife hates computers. Listen to me, folks. My wife despises computers. But I knew to be successful at this, for the direction I want to go with the program, I wanted to bring my family involved and get them all involved in the program. So I started to teach my wife how to do this. Now, mind you, keep in mind, she hates the computer. And so I was teaching her how to do it. We sat down a couple times, and she was listing things. And so she would list them for me and then call me. And then at work, I'd jump on eBay on my break and check the listings to make sure she had everything right. Man, she would pick up the phone. She'd call me every 15 minutes screaming at me. My kids are telling my wife to breathe, that everything's okay, and they're trying to show her how to do it. And you know what? We sat down the other night. She was sitting in the chair, and she looked at me as straight as she could. She goes, you know, it's really not that big a deal. It's pretty easy. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, you got to understand, it's like been a tornado for 2 weeks around here because she was having heartache over listing one single simple item. But the item that she listed, would you believe it? It sold. And so she was a believer after that. So now the whole family's on board. As a matter of fact, I got my daughter, who isn't old enough to do it. She's jumping in and helping. She's got things I got her doing. So, but I just want to encourage everyone that's watching right now that might be looking at this and going, man, I just don't get it. I don't understand how it all works and everything. But let me tell you, at the very least, it's $20. $20 to give it a shot, give it a try. At the very least, you're going to make a little money. At the very least, you're going to make your money back. I mean, you've heard the testimony so far of our panelists here. They've made their money back in 2 or 3 days after going through the videos and making their first list. So, you know, I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank Corey and this team, all the Coreys, and they've helped me out with, and they've been all the Hangouts. And let me tell you, with this, you get a support structure like none other. Now, trust me when I say this. You've got, when you get involved with something like this, and you get this kind of support structure with this group and this team, the Dream Team, and Kenya and Alessandro and Trent, and you got Roger and Kevin and Hitesh, and you've got all these masterminds working every angle, trying to make you successful at every avenue. There is just, in this environment, it's very hard to fail. The only reason you'll fail at this is because you didn't want it bad enough. So I'm here to tell you, it's easy, it's a piece of cake. If you're sitting there scratching your head, I'm telling you, take the next step and join the program. You won't regret it.
That's great, Tim. I mean, that's a great story. I can relate to your first listing mishap because I pretty much did the same thing. I listed my first item, and once it sold, I was super excited. I ran into the room, showed my wife on my phone, and today I sold my first item. I was super excited. Went back out to ship it on Amazon, and next thing you know, I had only made like $1, but I didn't care because I was excited that the system works. After that, I followed the training. I followed everything that Roger taught us on how to sell an item, and after that, I blew it up. I blew it up, and the system works. It's great. It's great. So, hey Nick, I see you're back on there. Are we good to go, Nick, with your sound?
You know what? I'm sorry for all the difficulties. I'm having somewhat of a lag problem, a network problem, but if you can hear me out there, I'd love to be able to talk and share my story.
Nick, we can hear you. You're good to go. Go for it.
Right. Well, good evening to everybody. Thanks for having me on here. time. And I was with another company, and I was doing network marketing, more blogging, and nowhere. And one night I happened to just thank you, Dion, but I was caught this webinar, and he was talking about eBay. And so, not aware, I paid attention, and of course I was a skeptic as well. And I did guess. And see, here's what was the seller for me
Nick,
is that
Nick,
with my
your audio is breaking really, really, really bad. I can hear like one word every other sentence. Yeah, I can't even hear you now.
we will try it another time. I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry about that. My internet's going in and out. I'm not sure what the problem is.
I can hear you okay now.
If I can say anything to you out there, this is the greatest program. The selling point was when I reached out to talk to somebody about this program, I got a call back within 5 minutes, and that was from Trent, who was going to be my sponsor. Follow the training. I'm selling every day. I just made the jump to Elite, and I'm selling every day. I've been in this since January, and if you follow the training, and if you plug into people, and you connect with others, and you follow the leaders and what they say, and go to the program works. I'm not going to stay very long because of my internet connection, but the selling point for me was being able to talk with other human beings, and the level of care that Roger puts into this. They are all here to help. And so, like I said, I'm selling every day. I'm selling every day, and, you know, just follow the instructions. If you make a mistake, plug in and talk to the other people that are here to help you. Plug into your team. As I said, you know, this program is really working. I started in January. I was as well, but I followed and I started in, and it's awesome. I'm now an elite member. You know, I found following. I called eBay now and had my sales raised. I've been able to connect with PayPal. I found that they're really willing to work with you, and they're really on your side. Customer service is huge. Make sure that you take care of your customers, and they work for you too. This is real people that are really dedicated. And really quickly before I go, for 19 months to be able to try this out, this is everybody. What a great program. What a great level of care. And Trent, Kenya, Alessandro, all of you really helped me. I started in, as I said, I am selling selling every day. Thank you.
All right. Well, you were cutting in and out. I heard most of it, but I appreciate it. I was able to get some of it. We'll get you on the next one, and we'll figure it out from there. I caught a couple of his things he was talking about. $19.99 a month. That's great. Everybody seems to pinpoint that. It's awesome. Let's move on to our next panelist. We're going to go with Chuck. Chuck, you want to go ahead and chime in?
Yeah, sure. We are actually having the time of our life. It is a blast. We've done several other businesses in many years. In fact, probably as many years as some of the people are old now here tonight. And you put thousands of other businesses and gone hundreds of thousands of miles, and never had the type of success that we're having with this. And to say that I'm excited about it is probably the biggest understatement that I can probably make. Now, my biggest regret in the whole thing is when we got started last November, I wanted to learn how to do everything before I did anything. And that was a mistake. In the early training, they said there's two kinds of people: those that are going to want to go through everything and then do it, and those that put it one computer screen here and the other one, and do it step by step by step by step. And if I had it to do over, exactly what I would do, for the simple reason I put off my earnings for about 2 weeks, and then when I did start posting, the next day I made back my money for the month. And that was incredible. We've been doing a lot. The sale coming in every day right now. A couple of my daughters are looking at getting started, and I'm working along with them right now. It's just literally been a blast. You know, our sales have been picking up every day. In fact, when this is over, I've got 5 products to ship out from 5 orders that came in today. And you know, one of the ones that you can hear is the cha-ching that you hear from your phone. And I know the other guys have mentioned that tonight too, but you know, it's just a blast because you're out in a restaurant or you're out there with some friends and you hear that sound and they say, "What's that?" Well, hey, we just made some money. And it can be that simple. It's just something we've been working on, and I would love to be able to do this full time. The time's coming, and it is going to happen. But you know, it's just literally a blast. Like last month, I don't know what our total income has been from this. I know it's been growing every month. Last month, I think it was, we had $4,400 in sales, and this month, 10 days ago, we're around $3,500. And it's getting bigger every month, and that's the key thing. I'm really looking forward to the chance to meet some people when you get there shortly. But this has literally been a blast. Oh, and I had a great surprise today. I was on my eBay account, and all of a sudden it said that we're now qualified as power sellers, and they had we've earned a 20% discount on our final fee, which is really cool. That was something I didn't even know was possible. So that is really cool. They've been increasing our limits regularly, and I think we're up to $52,000 a month that we can list now, and 585 products. If I only had that number of products listed right now, that would be incredible. But as you can tell, I'm really having a blast doing this, and myself and Donna, and we were so fortunate because we were placed in the dream team. That's where we ended up. And realistically, I couldn't think of anywhere else I would rather be than on this team with you guys and you know, the other people on the. It's just such a great thing to be with people that know what's happening and can have the vision to know where this is going to go. And it's just really cool to be a part of that. We've had a few bumps on the way, but very minor ones, and none that couldn't be fixed. And that's the key thing is with the training that we have. We've got videos. Man, it just watch the video, do what it says. Watch the video, do what it says. And it's that simple. Cut, paste, you know, copy, and then your cha-ching goes off. And realistically, that's really all I can tell you right now, other than, as you've guessed, I'm having fun. Anyhow, it is.
Put on the green leaves.
Hey, Chuck, that's great. That's a great story. It's a great inspiration. You know, the best part about having that app on your phone when you're somewhere out, maybe in line at the post office, or when you're at the restaurant, or when you're doing something, all of a sudden your phone goes off and it goes cha-ching. You know, however many people here, they all turn around and look at you and they're like, "What was that? What was that?" Well, that's your opportunity to share this amazing training platform that we have that Roger and Nitesh and Kevin have given us, so that way we can show everybody else how to make an income from home. And it's simple. It's so simple. It's like everybody, like the other panel said, the best part about this is not an MLM. It's not. If you want to just sell products from home, it's that simple. We have a full panel here of people that are doing it on a daily basis. So,
what's so incredible is we've been able to do it from home, and we're not burning out any more cars. I mean, this is incredible. To be able to have this type of income from home and to build it from home and not have to worry about all the other stuff that for the last 20 years we've been doing with other companies. You know, that's not happening with this. This is working. It's worked from day one, and that's about all I can say.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It sounds like you're doing exactly what Roger and Hitesh and Kevin have said in the videos. Follow the videos and you'll make a profit. It's that simple. It's, like I said, copy and paste system. Anyways, let's move on to our next panelist. I think Alex is our next panelist. If you want to go ahead and chime in, tell us all about your DSD, who's your sponsor, where you come from, and all your experiences, how many levels you on, and let's hear it, man.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello? You can hear me, Corey? Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Go for it, buddy.
I'm just a little sick. Yeah, I'm sick, so bear with me. I've been coughing and drinking. All I want to say is good evening to everybody. You guys I congratulate on all the levels that you girls and ladies or ladies and gentlemen are doing. I'm proud of all of you. How I got involved in DS Domination. I was one of those burnt out network marketers. I got involved in network marketing in 2002. 2003 I joined another company. 2004 went back to the same first company. Then I stopped for about a good 6 years. But I knew network marketing was like a vehicle that I could basically stretch my time. So I joined another service company at the time, sometime 2012. And like everybody else, you go through your warm market, but in 4 months I built an organization over 300 people, and I had great success. I filed for the BMW at that company, and 8 months later I built an organization with 500 people belly to belly. But what I noticed was that I could recruit people, but not too many people could recruit people. So in the traditional MLM system, they have a lot of cheerleaders, but not a lot of players. And what I mean by that, not too many people win in that arena. So at the time, somewhere I say early 2013, I found another company, and which I can't mention the name, but it was Trent, the video, and Roger Langell and Kenya. They were all involved in this company. And the reason I got involved in the company is because I was trying to get away from the belly to belly to get into internet marketing. So I started with them, but I was like a deer with headlights because of all the experience I had with all the other companies. I just couldn't move anymore. Just going through the list and all that, just burnt out. I see people crying on my shoulder, and I really couldn't tell them anything. Got tired of the point system, the volume, being the product of the product, and so I started with Trent and this company, and I basically didn't do much, did a little bit, and at the same time, Roger was building DS Domination. And I started with them. I really didn't take off like a lot of success stories that I hear here, but I listed a few items the first week, nothing happened. Second week, nothing happened. Then I talked to Alexandra and Roger, and they told me to tweak my my titles. So after tweaking my titles, my first sale was September 11th. What a coincidence! And I did for 30 days in a row. I did 2 to 3 sales a day. Then after that, thank you. Then after that, November, September was okay. October, November got a little slow. Got busy with other things, and then December, somebody knocked on the door again for another multi-level marketing. So I got sidetracked thinking that I could do another multi-level marketing company, but at the same time I was leaving DS Domination on autopilot, listing here and there. January wasn't all that great, but I sold so far probably almost 140 items in the little time that I've been involved, and it's just basically on autopilot. I just recently upgraded to Elite. For those that are watching now, I know we probably sound cliche out here saying that we got the support. It's easy. You can make money. It's 1995, and I know you probably heard of this over and over and over from all these programs. I spend thousands of dollars in other systems out there that promise you the world, but then when you make a phone call, you can't find nobody. So here I seen Kenya, Trent, and Alessandro from scratch for not having the dream team, and I seen them, and all I kept watching was the testimonials and testimonials from people over and over and over. And recently, a couple of weeks ago, I had a talk with Trent, Kenya, and Alexandro, stating that I'm not doing traditional multi-level marketing anymore. I'm here to stay, to build, and hopefully I'm bilingual. Hopefully in the future we have a panel. If anybody have any Hispanic people, we could diversify in all different languages. So I'm here to stay. I love the support. These are real people. I love the cooking stories. And God bless y'all.
That is awesome, Alex. That's so awesome to be able to have somebody on the team that we can go to. If we have, say, somebody recruits somebody who speaks Spanish, we can come to you and we can talk to you and ask questions, and we can conversate that way through you. That's awesome. To get to where we are now from where we first started, we had to put in a lot of effort and a lot of time, and it sounds like every single person has done that. Every single person on this panel has put in the time and effort. Now, this next guy that I want to talk to, that I want to share his story with, I met him through Trent. Trent's my sponsor, and I met him through Trent, and we started talking and chit-chatting. Unfortunately, he spells his name wrong. I mean, he's got an E in his name, so it's unfortunate for him. But but we've talked on the phone. We've got to know each other. We've actually become pretty good friends online. We've never met each other. He lives, on the East Coast, somewhere in actually Kansas City, but we're gonna meet in Vegas. And Corey, why don't you hop on here and tell us all about it, buddy?
First off, I live in Kansas City. I just love Kansas City, but that's okay. Yeah, really, I don't have following all these people is kind of hard because I don't really have a miraculous story, really, because honestly, I never done network marketing at all. I always seen it online and always thought, I could never do that, especially with X companies as well. Home parties, my home party is here's the stuff, take it or leave it. I couldn't, no way. That's just not me. And I started seeing, right after DS Domination started, I started seeing stuff on Facebook, people posting stuff about it all the time. I didn't know these people because it was just in random groups on Facebook, so I didn't really look too far into it. And I'm actually personal friends with Trent and Christoph Torres, and all of a sudden on Facebook I started seeing both of them posting stuff about it, and personal friends of mine I'm definitely going to trust. Started talking a little bit to Trent and Christoph both about it, and next day I was signed up. I started real slow, taking my time, looked through the training and everything like that. Honestly, I didn't keep tabs on how much I've made, but put it this way, September, October, I spent my time basically putting listings up and everything. November, all of a sudden, I smashed it, and I didn't have to pay a penny out of my pocket for my Christmas. None of it. Everything was paid for with DS Domination profits, every bit. My daughter had a great Christmas. That's all I really cared about, was for her to have a Christmas she was really never had before, and I was able to give it to her. And I didn't start the affiliate side. I upgraded to Elite about mid-December after I crushed it with Pro, and upgraded to Elite and affiliate, and since then honestly been focusing more on affiliate. But the Dream Team training, of course, is, I work in the help desk with Roger and them, and I see lots of tickets come in. I can't get any help. I can't get any help. I can't get any help. And just as everyone else in the panel said, obviously they're not a part of the Dream Team, because I don't ever see anybody in the Dream Team saying they can't get some kind of help from somebody, whether it's your sponsor, whether it's another person. You're always going to get the help you need in here, and it's just fantastic. Like I said, I don't have a big story. I really don't have a big story to tell, so that's about it.
Well, even though it's not a big story, Corey, it is a story, and it's an amazing story. It just proves that this company can work no matter what. If you put in, if you put in 100%, you're going to get 100% back.
Better see everybody in Vegas, by the way. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep. That's good too. A little bit, Kenya asked me to host this and then kind of just get it all together, and every single one of these panelists have amazing stories, and they've all put in 100% to get 100% in profits and work the system. Me personally, I don't know if you guys know, last February 2013, I lost my job working on an ambulance in one of the worst cities in the world, in my opinion. Murders every day, stabbings every day as a paramedic, and that was back in February of last year. I went through the whole year not knowing what to do, on the brink of losing my house, on the brink of losing everything. I came across DS Domination in September. I had nothing to lose but $20, and I said, if I can put $20 into this company and work it as best as I can, we'll see what happens. And I did, and September rolled around. I did fairly well. October rolled around. I was doing better. November rolled around, and I made $3,500 in profits, and I was able to save my house and keep my utilities on and do everything else. And it was all because of the training and everything that I learned from the videos. Like I said, we have an amazing team, and everything that we do on this team is for everybody. It's not just one person. If you need help, you can ask. If Kenya, Trent, everybody that's involved, if someone doesn't have an answer, if the person you want has an answer, somebody will have an answer. You just keep asking and you'll get it. I've been concentrating more on the affiliate side lately, especially when Kenya announced that wonderful contest, which was great. So that, just keep up the effort. If you're not going to Vegas, let me just mention this: if you're not going to Vegas, go to Vegas. There is going to be some, and there you go. There's going to be some amazing content that Roger, Kevin, Hitesh, and he's got some amazing people that are going to be there that are going to blow your socks off. I mean, the stuff that I have heard and that I've been told is just going to be amazing. I mean, it's going to take you, the stuff that's going to be in Vegas is going to take you to a six-figure earner in no time. If you put in 100%, you're going to get there. You got to be there for Vegas. Obviously, if you have other obligations, so be it. But I also want to say, if you're a guest on this panel, if you're a guest in here tonight, I want you to get back with the person that invited you and send them, sign up for $20. What can hurt? $20. I use more than that in my gas tank. I use more than that to feed my 4 kids that I have at home. A lot more than that, let me tell you. Does anybody else have any last words they want to say? Anything last they want to say? Anybody?
You like the Nike commercial? Just do it.
There you go. Just do it. Just do it. Corey, you got any last words?
No, man. I think we're good.
All right, guys. It's been an honor and a privilege to be on this video with all of you guys tonight. Just remember, keep posting items. Stay on top of everything. 100% will get you 100% in everything. I hope everybody has a blessed night, and we will see you soon on the next webinar. Have a good night, everybody.
You too. Thank you.